Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Let's Play on the newly released Age of Wonders Planetfall. Admittedly, it did come out a couple of days ago, on the 6th of August, but Triumph Studio and Paradox Interactive have given me a key, and I intend to have some fun in the campaign. I hope you get, and I would obviously again like to say thank you to them giving me this key so I'm allowed to play it. So let's get ourselves into the campaign. I did record just about a 5-minute intro of the scenario, but I've decided that I think the campaign would be more fitting. Because as much as having fun at playing the scenario is, a campaign gives us a little bit more background and a little bit more of the lore to go with the game. So let's get into it.
The currents of the void shift around me. Follow my voice, my last possession. My name was Empress Carmenia, and I was the last regent of the Star Union. We built a paradise on 1,000 planets, a glistening web strung between the stars. But the cataclysm shattered all, leaving our people stranded and alien to one another. Whoever you are, whatever you have become, it is time to leave this dark age behind and return to the worlds of your ancestors. Uncover our secrets, but heed our mistakes. Forge a new empire, a new age of wonders.
Right, so the first mission, we're going to be playing these all in order like I'm doing with, essentially like I'm doing with the Tropico game, Tropico plays. So we're going to be doing Dolos Minerva. A research colony has gone dark. The Vanguard launch a dire rescue mission. So we're going to be playing as Jack Gelder, who is a Vanguard and Void Tech. So Void Tech warps the laws of physics, allowing the manipulation and teleportation of matter and energy. Command highly mobile units that can teleport and pass through obstacles. Create temporal clones of units and destabilize and decelerate enemies. Use the arc and kinetic damage channels. I just need to quickly cough. Give me a second. Do apologize. Vanguard. The Vanguard consists of rough folk with a few ties to society. So the effects of long interstellar travel in cryosleep and the resulting time dilation doesn't matter to them. So they have firearm weapons group, laser weapons groups, deploy combat drones and turrets. Use of propaganda and military force, powerful range units but weak melee capacities. The perks that this guy has, he has Vanguard assault weapon equipment. So the pack you received after assault training. This advanced training gives you the following skills. Range specialist, increased damage dealt when using ranged weapons. And steady aim, increases your accuracy when behind cover. The pack includes a laser rifle that deals repeated thermal damage, a basic grenade that deals kinetic damage in an area that staggers those hit. He has no background, so you had a normal and generic upbringing for your race, not specializing in anything particular. Military detachment. A strong military force is always a good idea. So we are sure to recruit extra soldiers to join you on the expedition. You will start the game with a large starting army. And no vice, you have no imperfections. We'll be playing on beginner because that looks like it's the normal thing. And hero resurgence, I don't know what that is. We'll have this, we'll just leave it off, everything on as it is for now. And let's get Jack Gelder into the game.
Commander's personal record. Vanguard LCVP-86 emerged from void space intact. Our destination is a small planet located near to the anomaly in the system. Scans are showing nothing but static from the research outpost below. The distress call we received remains the only sign of life. The void anomaly looms over the planet like a dark omen. These scientists must have been mad to study the phenomenon from this close. But it's not for me to question their motives. We're here to secure a foothold, search for any survivors, and investigate what happened. Prepare for planetfall.
So, the world size is tiny, land mass is a Pangaea, 1% water, 99% land. We need to search for survivors and find out what happened. Let's do it. I do apologize, I'm probably going to be trying to clear my throat for the entire part. I do apologize. I don't know what, I've been ill recently, so I don't know what's really going on, but I'll try to keep it to a minimal. And there we go, there's our first
Welcome,
city.
Commander. I am Ava, your autonomous integrated virtual assistant, standard issue for every planetary governor of the Star Union. My messages will appear when important actions are undertaken for the first time. They can be reviewed at any time in the Imperial Archives.
The diamond icon and color will assist in early decisions by recommending certain choices to direct the development of your starting empire. You can pan the camera using the WASD keys and zoom in and out using the middle mouse button. Additionally, the camera can be moved by holding down the right button and moving the mouse. Selecting is done by clicking the right mouse button to deselect something to use the right button anywhere else. Planetfall successful, Commander, powering up base colony systems. Good, there is no time to waste. We'll start by setting up and expanding this colony. Start a surface scan for survivors and existing colony infrastructure. Inform me when our research systems are online. Yes, Commander. Recalibrating sensors and initiating surface scan. A biodome has been located nearby, but there are no signs of survivors. Continue scanning the planet's surface. If there are any survivors on this world, I want to know about it. I'll scout the adjacent sectors and investigate the biodome. It should contain supplies that will help us expand our colony. Search for survivors. Select your army and explore the nearby sector. Locate and investigate the overgrown biodome. Hint: you can see your progress in the currently active quest in the objective interface. So explore nearby sectors, take control of overgrown biodome. So
This is an army. Armies contain up to 6 units on a single hex and are used to explore the world, attack enemy armies, and defend colonies.
Selecting units portrait in the arm panel below will see displays.
To move an army, select it, and then move the cursor to the hex you want it to go to. A preview of the route is shown, with a blue path to indicate how far the army can move this turn.
Each hex has a move cost. Each unit has a set number of move points per turn. For each hex moved, the move point cost is subtracted from the unit's move points. An army can only move as fast as its slowest units. So this is pretty much the same as Age of Wonders 2. I don't believe sectors were a thing in that. I believe that everything depended on what cities you built and whatnot. But this obviously is different. So we have Jack Gedler, our commander.
Heroes are special units that lead your armies. Commander, you are also represented as a hero on the map.
As heroes level up, they gain upgrade points that can be spent during to unlock unique hero abilities using the interface. Many hero abilities buff the entire army that they are leading. Next to unit mods, heroes have the ability to wield legendary hero items that can be found while exploring the strategic map. So we have the laser rifle we were set to start with. We could have a laser sword, or the MX-2000 sniper. Currently, we are wielding the laser rifle, which is I believe that's the special thing we got. I believe.
Mods allow you to improve your units later in the game, and allow you to adapt your arsenal to ever-evolving threats.
Unit mods include a variety of offensive and defensive modifications, while the other provide entirely new abilities. Unit mods can be unlocked for research or bought from NPC factions. And we have... we could put an Imperial Revolver instead of a... I'm going to keep the grenade. So this is our guy's stats and abilities, and essentially we could buy skill points. If you guys have seen any of my Age of Wonders 3, it's exactly the same as that, really. But we're going to get ready to go attack this guy. Let's go. Colony production facilities are currently idle, Commander. I recommend we start with building a central replication facility to increase production. I have highlighted... Okay, yeah.
This is the colony interface. It allows you to inspect and control your settlements on this planet. The tabs at the top left cycle through the production and colonist options.
The number of colonists and sectors that are part of the colony are listed at the top, as well as the strength of the colonial militia.
Under this colony's name, you can see the amount of each resource this colony generates. A description and a breakdown of the colony's income can be found in the tooltips of each resource. This is the Structure Production tab. Colony structures can be built from here to unlock new units, strengthen the economy, and bolster the colony's defenses.
Some structures have an energy upkeep that is paid each turn. You can add a structure to the production queue by double-clicking the right mouse button or by selecting it and clicking the produce button.
Units and structures can be built in a colony by selecting the produce option, which places them in the production queue.
When something is added to the production queue, the energy and cosmite cost is paid immediately, and the production cost is subtracted at the end of each turn based on the colony's production income. The order of the production project in the queue can be changed by hovering over them and selecting the up arrow when it appears. Clicking the X will remove the production project from the queue altogether. Establish colony. Open the colony interface and complete the central replicator facility production project found in the structure project. So we've just got to complete
When
that.
all suggested actions from the task notifier above the minimap have been handled, the option will automatically change to End Turn. Ending the turn will prevent you from taking any further action.
Yeah, we know. Right, so we're going to move ourselves getting closer to that.
Events listed in the right side of the screen are significant developments that happen during the course of a game. The Objectives interface gives an overview of available objectives. Quests can come from NPC factions or from special sources during the campaign.
Right.
The Task Notifier shows actions available during the current
Turn 2 since Planetfall. Commander, our laboratories have come online and research is now available. We can begin researching technologies to unlock new deployments to help us on this planet. Excellent. What do you suggest we start with, considering our mission parameters? For military research, it is recommended to start with nanite support, to provide our troops with extra protection and unlock battlefield support operations. For society research, it is recommended to start with frontier facilities to unlock basic infrastructure upgrades for our colony. I have highlighted these skills in the research interface for your convenience.
Welcome to the Research Center, Commander. Here we allocate knowledge to rediscover the technologies of the Star Union and search for new frontiers.
The two tracks can be researched in parallel. Military research concerns unit unlocks, unit modifications, and military operations. Society research deals with economic development, governmental doctrines, and covert operations. Knowledge is applied to both types of research equally at the end of each turn. Higher tier research is locked behind prerequisites denoted by white lines in the research tree.
Military research concerns unit unlocks, unit mods, and military operations.
Racial research includes all of that race units unlocked, including defensive mods, tactical operations, and strategic operations. Weapon technologies unlock offensive mods and tactical operations. Select secret weapon technology paths, unlock units, mods, and operations with unique mechanics. So, nanite support and... I want that one. So that's that.
Society research concerns economic development, governmental policies, and espionage.
It is divided into three categories. Doctrine research concerns governmental policies to steer your empire. Economic research focuses on the development of your colonies, allowing for exploration of the terrain and happiness of your population. Operations research unlocks special covert operations that can be used to spy on other players, as well as the options to increase operation effectiveness. Right, into battle. There are no survivors here. It looks like the structure was overrun by critters. We must reclaim this biodome and annex its sector to our colony. This will expand our domain and increase our supplies. We do not have enough colonists to control additional sectors yet, Commander. We will need additional food to allow the colony to grow. Larger colonies can sustain more province sectors. I want to establish our footholds here as quickly as possible. We can recover extra food from the overgrown biodome after we clear out the wildlife. So, this is the essentially something that is the exact same as the Age of Wonders 3. You show attack power, defense power, and it basically shows who's going to win. You can negotiate, and you can do manual combat, you can abort, and you can look at... so these guys not allowed to cast tactical operations, but we are. So let's just get into the manual combat, because I prefer manual combat since the days of Age of Wonders 3. In which I'm still missing, I think, one DLC for. I need to buy that.
The battle has started, Commander. The defending army always gets to act first, followed by the attackers.
Tactical operations can be launched during combat as support, although they are disabled during the first turn. This is
During a combat turn, each unit has 3 action points to spend on using their abilities, which can cost between 1 and 3 action points. Regardless of cost, using an ability always ends the unit's turn.
Every unit also has move points, and using 3 move points will leave a unit with fewer action points to spend. The tactical movement colours on the ground indicate how many move points units will have left after moving there. The red overlay on the ground means the unit will be left with no action points after moving.
Commanders and heroes are some of the strongest units in any army, capable of wielding a variety of powerful weapons and even piloting vehicles. They level up as they gain experience, allowing them to unlock new abilities and buffs.
If a commander is defeated in combat, they will return to their faction's headquarters after a certain number of turns. Heroes do not have this special protection. So we'll move Jack to here. We'll see if we can...
A friendly unit has moved into cover. Cover protects the unit by making it harder for enemies to hit them with abilities. Cover is directional and only protects against attacks if it is between the targeted unit and the enemy.
Some units are too large to use cover, but they can be used as cover by other smaller units. Throughout the combat map, there are also large obstacles that block line of sight, allowing units hiding behind them to avoid being targeted altogether. That's laser. Let's shoot at 15%. Let's shoot at you. Yeah, we'll shoot at you.
Most abilities that are used on enemies.
Yeah, I get the action. How it actually works. Yeah. Did not expect to hit.
Each unit has active abilities that they can use during combat. Next to attacks, they have a guard ability, which increases the unit's defenses until the start of their next turn. Guard abilities always cost 1 action point.
The maximum range of a unit's currently selected by ability will be displayed using the white line on the battlefield. You can select enemy heroes to see their abilities and how they can use them. Holding down the Alt button will allow your units to target obstacles to the ground, which is useful when using area effect abilities.
Try moving your units forward to form a gun line, Commander. There are several nearby obstacles that your Vanguard troopers can take cover behind, symbolized by a shield icon when hovering over the hex in cover.
Vanguard troopers have the ability to overwatch, allowing them to shoot at enemies that move into range. This is a very powerful ability which works very well against the melee units you are now facing. Try putting your troopers in cover and enable overwatch on them, the red eye symbol. The assault bike has great mobility and is best moved into a flying position to engage enemy combatants next turn. Get that.
Some units with ranged attacks can enter overwatch.
Literally just told me that. We'll go for there. Right, motorbike. Off you go. Alright, you there. Overwatch that. Gonna send you to flank. You're not really a flanking type, but you'll be able to flank decently well, I'd say. There we go. End the turn. There we go. There's our guys having a field day with them.
A unit has been staggered, causing it to lose an action point. Most melee attacks and explosives will stagger units.
If a unit is in Overwatch or Guard mode, they are cancelled when this unit is staggered.
A unit attacked from the sides or back is considered flanked and takes increased damage. Units in guard mode cannot be flanked.
Enemy destroyed.
I'm gonna let the commander go first. I do like to use my heroes because I know that they'll need a lot of XP. No line of sight. Hunker you down there. Just keep shooting at this dick. I think my guys are going to be more than fine. There we go.
Enemy down. Our forces are victorious.
There we go. Commander, our colony is now growing big enough to support an additional sector. I recommend annexing the sector which contains the biodome, as it will add its food income to our colony. Good. We'll annex this sector to our colony and as a province sector, so we can start exploiting the land for resources as soon as possible. Take reward.
Objective completed.
Yep, we've done that. So we got a 98 research and 36 food. Expand colony. Expand your colony by annexing nearby sectors. Hint you can annex your sector by moving a unit on top of the sector banner and then select an annex sector in the available options. So annex fungal habitat, exploit a province sector, 21 energy and 36 production. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to have to end this part here. I hope you guys have enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next part. See you guys then.